So this is a game called Aldarra Reborn. It is coming out from a company called Arcane Minis. They are known for miniatures, which is pretty obvious when you look at it. They also have an RPG setting that their whole world existed, and we are doing their first board game for them. So this is a combat forward dudes on a map game with absolutely insane minis. And you can see some of this stuff. These are actual size preview minis. This is what the game generally is going to look like. There's a few little bits and bobs that are a little bit different. Some of the tokens are going to be better, but these minis are absolutely insane. I actually, despite designing the game, we've been using little prototype pieces, doing it on Tabletop Simulator. These were just, the actual files were 3D printed recently, so I got these last week, and I opened the box, and I just couldn't stop laughing because it was so ridiculous that these are the minis for the game. So I'm super excited about that. As far as the way the game plays, it is definitely a 4X style game. However, unlike a lot of modern 4X games, which I do love, Twilight Imperium, whatever, this game you only win by fighting a lot. Twilight Imperium, you and I fight, well, she wins, right? This game, the only way to win is by picking fights and winning fights. It's a victory point driven game. One of the main ways to get victory points is by winning a fight that you start. So really it's about just rolling dice, blowing up each other's minis. There are some more traditional 4X elements. There's a whole exploration thing where you're working through an explore deck and going to different locations. There's also not quite a tech tree, but there are tech upgrades that we're calling discoveries, and you're going to draft those every round because you're finding stuff on the map. My goal, in a lot of ways, was to take that sort of 80s Milton Bradley Game Master series, here's a bunch of minis that we're just fighting and having a great time, and apply the last 40 years of sort of game design ideas. And we have threaded turns, a lot of simultaneous stuff, trying to keep people in the action. You can get totally blown up and come right back into the game. Obviously, not getting blown up is still better for you, but it's not like if you get totally destroyed, you're out of it forever in this long game and you're sitting there an hour in, like, oh man, I'm gonna have to suffer through clearly losing. Plays about 30 minutes a player, and this one is coming to Kickstarter end of February, early March. But this game is definitely trying to be more of a throwback with sort of like modern stuff on top of it, but still has that throwback. Just we're kids, we're throwing dice.
I want to review this game. So
awesome, we should talk about that. Definitely send me an email because we're doing stuff with that.
Oh yeah.
Something else that's really, really cool and unique about this is that we are going to have a pledge level that is everything except the minis, and you are going to get all the files to print your own minis.